Hello, it's Jonathan, your gardener down at Latham Lodge. We are having a lovely spring morning, which is great. So what I'm going to do is give you a quick update on what's going on with the garden and what I've done recently. So let me flip the camera around for you. Right, there is a lady who gave me loads of statues and planters, which are massively heavy, but they look quite good. I've got to pressure wash these all off and get them back to a sort of natural stone effect. So we've got two of these really nice planters. All these daffodils here were from my neighbour Sue. She gave them to me, which was lovely. And we've got some of the sort of woodlandy plants coming out now over there. So working my way around, basically haven't done a lot on this top patio. I'm waiting for a little bit of better weather so that you know, the residents can make use of this area, but I'll tidy this all up soon and pressure wash it down. I'm going to pressure wash all the patio. I've got my veg garden all ready to go. Built this for runner beans and peas, and I've got potatoes on the go in my cold frame which I built. I've got some pollinating flowers in here, which is, some of them have survived, some of them are not so good. I've got strawberries here. I bought a repair kit for my plastic greenhouse. I mean, they're not great, these plastic greenhouses, but I've got another one as well so that I can get things going and force the planting along a little bit as we go. I bought this rosemary back from home, so that's there. We've got some quite nice planting going on down here. This area here, there was nothing at all, so that's all been done, and I'm busy working here. I've got to level this out a little bit. It's not very well, it's just done temporarily, but it's a bit mix and match. But again, I got all these blocks from very kind donations from people on Facebook Marketplace. So this is my workshop at the moment, my potting shed. I've got some compost and some grow bags, which is good. I've got some agricultural grit. I've got a gazebo, which is handy if I need that for the weather. I've got some planting on here underway, and I've got a massive resource of seeds in here now. These are all going to be planted up soon so that we've got lots of plants. And let's take you around here. I think this tree's dead, but I'm going to try to replace this with a fruit tree, because the fruit trees over the back there, one of them's quite rotted through, the plum. It's probably going to need to be removed at some point. Again, some of these plants came from my house. All these blocks and the grassed area, that came from things. These are my new additions, the dogs. I've got all the dogs in the little pots here. I've got a load of plants which I've got to sort out in a minute. Again, rosemary and all these planters here are from my neighbours. And we've got some hydrangeas here, a bit of holly, and we've got a little art wall here, which we'll probably expand on that when I get a chance. The roof of my shed is leaking. I've got to get something done about that this year, because it just feels a bit damp inside the shed, which is a bit of a shame, really. This is where I've been doing most of my work at the moment, down the side here. Now, not really accessible for residents particularly, but I've got my strawberry plants already here, and I've just re-landscaped all of this. I've got some rock garden plants, and I've got various statues along here. All these blocks came from home. This was a rock garden that I had, but I put, as you see, some new planting in here, which are all coming up there. I think it's going to be a good spot for these. I've got the fern, which I'm going to have to divide in half and put into two pots. We've got arum lilies. We've got various plants that I've done cuttings of. all these statues and all this stone as well. This all came from Southbourne. I've done about 4 carloads of it, so tons and tons of it. We got, again, some more rockery and other plants and that. As I say, some of the things we've got are a little bit twee. This donkey, probably going to go at some point, and I'm going to have the more natural stone. In fact, I got this little cat today, which again is quite nice. So that's that, and I'll put this mirror up here. But I'm gonna clean and paint this at some point. I've got some other mirrors which I'll put up under here, which will just make it look a bit brighter and a little bit wider. Next things we're going to do are, I've got some potatoes on the go. There's the 2 pots of potatoes there. I've got lots of potatoes which are just beginning to come up in my cold frame here. That's all built out of pallets. I've got some sweet peas that seem to survive the winter, provided we don't have any more frostiness. Another planter that I got today. All these plants came from Emsworth. Somebody was pulling out their garden so that they didn't have, they want to make it more child friendly. I've got a few plants down here, fuchsias, which will come up quite nice. We've got a lot of planting along the back here. I'm going to do tomatoes and that sort of thing. Put this gate up. It's only a temporary measure just to make the garden a bit more secure. This is my sort of staging area. I've got leaf mould in here, some composting stuff which I may use, and I've got these 3 compost bins which are completely full and they're beginning to sort of break down into the compost. We're obviously then heading up towards the front, which will take us out to the front at the moment. So I've got the bin area, and then I say this is the area here where I think it's like a sort of like a French drain or whatever, just to protect the property from getting anything. But at the moment we haven't got any planting or anything like that. And this could be a little courtyard, maybe move some of this over or out the way a little bit, which you know, they're talking about moving this or removing this completely, so that'll get repotted, and I'll make this more of a garden area, and then we'll have a better access then for the fire exit here, which will be good. And then I want to run a few plants in pots. I've got some real ideas about how I want to tackle that. And then we've got the frontal area here, which again I haven't tackled any of this because they've been working on the building, so there's a lot of opportunity here, I think, just to make it a little bit more approachable and nice. And I've got this little garden area to the front here, which again I've not done anything much with it, but I will try to improve it to make it a little bit more pleasant. And that, I mean, I don't know whether perhaps I can put a bit of planting in here. So there we go. So that's it for today. I'm going to be heading off soon, but I just wanted to give you a quick update. Bye for now. Bye.